All right, this is February 2, 2025 portfolio update. Um, Doing okay so far this year. As you can see, we're currently at 4%. So we've already beat last year's returns. That's really good. Looks like we're on track to at least get to our average return of roughly 7%. I'll be happy about that. Um, just a quick update. We are no longer in Gilead. The price has gone up way too far, and so we'll be replacing our health stock. Um, go quickly to our performance. Um, there we go. So you see, this past month, we got in right about $550. So that gives us for the last 12 months 486 a month. And that puts us at 5% for 1 year, 6% for 3 years. But over the last 10 years, we've averaged seven, almost 7.5%. So that's the number that I'm sticking with. I haven't been keeping much track of how our volatility is doing. I think it's been steady at 2% since forever. But I'm really wanting to get these numbers up a little higher, even though they may be losing some money month to month. It'll also mean gaining more. And so that's what this looks like. This apply. As you can see, in the past, we've had some outsized gains, but we also had some outsized losses. But over the last maybe, I guess this is yeah, 2.5, 3 years. It's been fairly flat, but that's good. That's what you want, right? You want to have just these steady gains, even though they're smaller, they are consistent. All right, let's take a look at our current positions. All right, um, IPG Interpublic Group. We're down roughly 12%. Again, this is as of February 2nd, 2025. They are looking, there's a company, Omnicom, looking to buy them out. And so I'm holding off on adding any more shares just to see where that goes. Typically, when a company gets bought out, it's purchased at some premium, meaning that it's purchased for more than what the current stock price is. And we don't know if that means that we're going to be receiving cash for the shares or if we're going to be receiving Omnicom shares for the shares. So just going to hold off and kind of see where this goes. If it gets down too low, I think the last analysis I did on these guys, I think the the lowest price target was something like maybe 24. I forget. I have to go back and look. So if it gets down there, then I may add some more shares, but it's going to hold off for now. All right. Rogers Communication, kind of same deal. This one is actually down almost 30%. So this is not doing well at all. Looking back at the history of our purchases, we purchased many years ago just 30 shares at $51, and we've made one, two, three, four, five purchases since then at lower rates. And most recently, we purchased 100 shares at $30. And so we're currently in at $39. Like I said, the stock price is, I think, right 27 or something like that. So not ready to give up on this one quite yet. I may do another analysis on it just to kind of see what's going on. I think the last one I did gave me sort of a wait and see thing. All right, Williams Brothers. This is a new position for us, our energy holding. As you can see, the system is calling for 84 shares. So if we can get up to 100, that'll be really good. Right now, we're currently up on this position, and so we can't really add any shares right now. All right, Coca-Cola. We are currently up in this position. No, I'm sorry. Yeah, we are up in this position. Remember, these prices are as of February 2nd. Since then, the price has really skyrocketed based on the earnings report just recently. So we actually have sold some calls to sell this thing at 67, and so it's not quite giving us that 10% gain that we usually look for, but it is getting us out of this position that we've held for a very long time. And the last time the stock price ran all the way up to 72, tried to exit, was selling some calls to exit, and just missed the opportunity. And the stock price ran all the way down from 72 back to like 62. So now I think it's right around 68. And so it's very possible that these shares will get called away on the 17th of February. And we'll be looking at getting into a new company on next month. All right, Exelon. Same thing here. We're currently up in this position. Right now, I think we're right around 12%. And so we're going to look at potentially selling out of this if there is a decent replacement for us. Otherwise, we'll just continue to hold and maybe try to sell some calls way out of the money if we can. All right, Scott's Miracle Grow. Fairly new position for us. Currently down about 5%. Actually, again, today we're actually up a little bit. Back in February, February 2nd, we're down a little bit. So we'll add some shares here. You see the system is calling for 124. I think 100 is a nice round number. So we'll try to get there if the price gets down low enough. All right, Fastenal. This one is a weird one because the system is calling for 200 shares. We only have 25. And I think what's happening is that when we first initiated this position, the portfolio looked a little differently. We didn't have Williams Brothers. And so the system was only calling for, I think, 100 shares. And so now it's calling for 200 shares. So again, if we get the price down low enough, we will continue to add to try to get up to this 200 number. All right, Regions Financial. We currently have we're selling a call to sell 700 shares at, I believe, 26 or 27, and that expires, I believe, on Friday. So, it expires tomorrow. So we may end up selling some more calls, putting some more money in our pocket to continue trying to sell this thing at that 26 number because it's been many years and we have not seen it get above 26 at all. So 26 is where we're trying to exit. So again, even though it's not quite the 10% that we're usually looking for, I can be really happy with exiting at 26 because of all the dividends that we've made and all of the options premiums that we've collected over the years on this position. I mean, we've collected so many put options on buying shares. We've collected so many call options on trying to sell shares. So more than happy to exit at 26. All right, Cisco, again, fairly new position for us. As you can see, we have a sell signal on this one. We only have 50 shares, so there is no option selling here. All we'll do is look at whether or not we will sell to replace it or just hold on to it. I may look at potentially adding to this. To do that, I will need to do an analysis to see if purchasing more shares at a higher price may make sense for this. Since again, the system is calling for 163, getting to 100 will be nice. All right, or maybe even selling a put, making some money on selling a put to get us to 150 shares. All right, Medical Properties Trust, long time holding, so far the worst one, and I'm gonna hold on to it. I've done multiple analyses on this one. They have an earnings report that is due on the 19th of February. Really excited about that one. Really curious to see where this is gonna go. Still looking for that ultimate short squeeze. We'll see how it goes. In the past, I was selling puts to purchase shares at right around $3 to $4, and then selling calls to sell those shares back at $4 or $5. I have not done that with these last few hundred shares. I'm just going to hold on to them and see what happens. After this earnings call comes out, though, I will make a decision on whether or not we're going to sell some of these shares or continue to hold. All right, Gilead. Again, we're done with Gilead. We got in below $91. We sold above $91, and I've just been waiting to see if it was ever going to get down low enough for us to buy more, and it's just not. The price right now, I think it's 105 or something like that. So we're done with Gilead. We got to find a replacement for our medical company. All right. Think that's it. Just want to look at, I guess, our transactions from this past month. As you can see, dividends 273. This number, I think we're getting this every other month now, something like that. And then our option sales have been consistent, but there are definitely some months that we're not getting any option sales at all. And then sales are hard to come by, but hopefully, we have some coming, specifically going back to potentially like the Cisco, the Regions Financial, and maybe even Exelon. So we have some sales coming, but definitely want to see the options sales be a bit more consistent, and all those things will increase our average monthly income.